If Allah is all-powerful, then why did he say this in the Quran? Surah 6, verse 101. 6 Muslims versus Godlogic. Make sure you take note and have your popcorn ready.
Does everyone believe that God is all-powerful?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. If God needed anything outside of himself, would he be God, or would that prove that he's not God?
He doesn't need anything.
That's an inconceivable question. No, that's an inconceivable. According to Aqidah, according to the traditional Muslim schema, or what we call creed, there are things that are necessary, there are things that are unconceivable, and there are things that are possible for God. And that is something that would go under, can God create a rock that he cannot move?
I believe that, yeah, you're right. There are things that are contradictory and things that are not contradictory.
We say inconceivable.
I wouldn't say inconceivable. That doesn't make sense. Just because you can't conceive of something doesn't mean that it's a logical contradiction. Just because you can't conceive.
Can God move a rock that he can't? Can God create a rock that he can't move?
That is a contradiction. So again, something being inconceivable does not automatically make it a contradiction. You know, so just going with this again. If God if God needed help to do anything, and help when I mean outside of himself to do something, is he all powerful?
Can I answer that question, please?
Anyone?
Okay. First of all, brother, do you speak Arabic?
I'm an English sheikh.
I know, but I'm just asking you. The Quran is in Arabic. Do you speak Arabic?
You said that you was going to answer the question.
I'm asking you the question. That would lead you for me to answer the question, right?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. You knowing if I speak Arabic or not does not help you answer the question.
Right? Okay.
If God needed help outside of himself,
did you read the surah? Right.
I mean, all powerful.
Just relax, bro. You want the answer? I'll give you the answer.
No,
right?
I want the answer, please. Thank you.
The surah. Go to Surah 112. Sincerity, bro.
Again, I'm just asking a simple question that you promised to deal with, but you're not dealing with.
Go to Surah 112.
I'm not going anywhere. If God needed help outside of himself,
that's in the Surah. God telling you he doesn't need any help. If you go to Surah Al-Ikhlas in Arabic, sincerity,
he doesn't need any help. Thank you. I didn't ask that. My question is simple. If he needed help to do anything, then
it won't be God.
Correct?
It won't be God.
Thank you. You see how easy it was?
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying if you read Arabic and you go to Surah Al-Ikhlas, sincerity, you know the answer. You won't be asking that question in the first place.
So, okay. So, Surah Al-Ikhlas, you're saying confirms what we already know, right?
Okay.
Okay. So, you see how we didn't even have to do all of that? All you got to do is give me a look. My questions are simple and straightforward.
Bro. You ask. Listen, bro. I don't know your name, sorry, but you ask me. So I've got to answer from the Quran. And I'm giving you the answer from the Quran. It's just nice and simple.
Pause. Does everybody agree that if God needed anything outside of himself to do anything, then he's not God? Does everyone agree with that?
Yeah, I totally agree.
All right. That's two of us.
Yeah.
Giovanni, good.
Avery, that's true. Yeah. I think it'd be better if we do one-on-one because it'd be too chaotic with too many people talking. But I'll stay silent for now.
Oh, yeah, jump in whenever you feel like it, brother. Jump in whenever you feel like it.
Oh, okay. So going back to could you please
the question
you had initially
so the question was, if God needed anything outside of himself, then he's not God. Is that correct?
I believe we all agree with that, brother.
All right, beautiful. Now, here's my question to the panel. Could Allah have a son if he wanted to?
Bro,
he could pick any from his
that would come under
creation.
unconceivable. That would come under unconceivable for God.
You've been really dishonest here. That's what I'm saying to you. I'm trying to help you here, bro.
Is my mic still out?
That is a question that's been asked before.
By son,
hey,
do you
Avery,
mean,
can I say something? Can I say something, Avery?
Go ahead.
On the show stopping now. Go ahead, I guess.
No, just too many people talking. I mean, if you're gonna criticize Avery, I don't understand what the point even coming on here if it's already been answered. But that's my opinion.
Is the brother
Hey, Avery.
brother Christian or Muslim?
I'm Muslim.
All right, okay, just relax, bro.
I'm not biased in this situation.
Relax,
I'm not biased.
Come on, guys.
Listen, bro.
Hey, Avery, is my mic loud
if
still?
you're sincere, bro, if you're sincere,
Too
if you
many
go
people
to
talking right now. Stay quiet.
112, it will give you the answer.
All right.
I
Okay, back
appreciate
to the
you speak Arabic.
topic.
Yeah, the Quran is in Arabic and our prophet is in Arabic, right? It's an Arabic prophet, okay? So if you go to the original language, you will know exactly what his God is and what his God was and what God can do, what is his majesty, bro. He cannot have a son.
You said, all right. So Qasim says that he cannot have a son. Does everybody agree that Allah
doesn't fit his majesty?
I got you. So does everybody agree that even if Allah wanted to, he couldn't have a son? Does everybody agree there?
When you say everybody, can everyone give their individual answer? Because otherwise it becomes chaos.
Yes,
can I say my answer? Is that okay?
Everyone can give their individual answer. So Qasim's his position is that it doesn't befit Allah to have a son, so therefore he cannot have a son. All right. So that's
my answer.
Yeah, go ahead.
My answer is different. My answer is in the traditional Muslim schema, the Aqidah, the Creed. We say this goes under a question that would be inconceivable for God. So that's my answer to that one. I'll let someone else say what they say.
It doesn't answer. It being inconceivable doesn't answer the question.
It's not something that befits God. It's not something that befits God. It's not a question that's logical to God. God is not in the way that we can rationalize like that. So you know what I mean? It goes under the same thing of can God create a rock that he can't move?
All right, let me ask this. Just going with you specifically having this inconceivable point, because you believe that inconceivable means that it's just now it's a contradiction or something. Is it conceivable that Allah is all powerful? Is his all powerfulness conceivable?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all powerful.
Is it conceivable?
What does that mean? Explain it to me.
So when I ask you, can Allah have a son if he wanted to, and you said that falls into the category of things that are inconceivable. What do you mean by? Because you use the word. I'm just repeating.
Yeah. So we don't say impossible. We say inconceivable. So I know what you want to say, and this is what a lot of people will say. Oh no, that's impossible. We don't use that sort of word with Allah out of respect. We say inconceivable.
Okay,
that's the traditional. That's a traditional Sunni aqidah.
Yeah, it goes beyond what is mentally conceivable for us. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that's not my question. My question is this conceivable? My question is it possible? Is it possible for Allah, if he wanted to have a son?
Answering your question, I believe is Allah is all powerful, so he's capable of having a son if that is what he wanted, if that is what he assigned one of his creations to be. Okay, but he already told us that he did not do that. Therefore, he did not have a son. It's not that he's not capable. If he wanted to assign one of his creations to be his son, he can do it.
Godlogic. Can I ask you a question, bro?
Sure.
Good. According to Christianity, you the children of God. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
God. So do you believe Adam is a child of God? It's a child of God.
Yeah, Adam is the son of God.
Okay. So did God have to have a partner to have Adam?
No.
God. So what God is, he made Adam from a clay. We believe that as a Muslim and Christian, and we believe Jesus, Isa ibn Maryam. God say, "Kun fayakun." Be you will be, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't need to have a partner to create anything. That's not a Muslim position, bro.
Yeah, I'm not talking about.
If you believe, let me finish, bro. Let me finish. Right. If you believe, because we in Muslim terms, or Muslim belief,
we believe loudly in the mic. I can't.
Can you hear me or not?
My bad.
Hold on, Qasim. Somebody else's mic is super sensitive that it's catching every breath.
My bad.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Qasim. Go ahead and finish.
Yeah, brother, we believe as a Muslim, we the servant of God. We don't believe we're childs of God. Christian believe and Jews believe you the children of God. When you made the image of God, I believe that because I did read the Bible, right? But if you believe Adam or you the child of God, I'm not gonna say you because you've been born from your mom and dad. I'll be specifically using Adam because he has no mother and he had no father, right? So according to you, he's a child of God. And God, Allah, he didn't need to have a wife or a partner to create Adam. That's the logic you're using, bro. You know, we're talking about, is God have to have a partner? Because you mentioned the chapter.
I got you.
You got my point, though. You got my point.
So I'm not just talking about simple creation. I'm not talking about a simple creation of God. I'm talking about sonship and fatherhood. Not just servant, not just slave, because as you said correctly, we as Muslims, we believe we are servants of Allah, not children. Understand? Yes. Thank you for being honest with that. So I want you guys to understand what I'm clearly asking. I know Allah, according to the Quran, didn't have a son. I know Allah, it's above his, or he's above that. Got it. He didn't do it. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking if it's possible for him to do it if he wanted to. One second. Ibrahim says yes, that it is, he could do whatever he wants. He's the all-powerful. So yes, Allah is powerful enough to have a son if he chose to. He just didn't choose to do that. He's above that. You said, Qasim, that no, it is impossible for Allah to have a son.
I'm not saying that, bro. I never said that. I said the Quran said that. Chapter 112, Surah Al-Ikhlas, sincerity. God said he's not begotten. He's nothing like God. He said he has no roommate, he has no wife, he has no son. Okay? And I just, let me ask you a question, bro.
Stop. There's no other question for you to ask. So you made your point clear.
No.
You're saying that according to the Quran, the Quran, not you, the Quran says it's impossible.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, got you. So Qasim says from the Quran, it's impossible for Allah to have a son. Ibrahim says God is Allah is all powerful, so it is possible for Allah to have a son. He just didn't do it. And now, Saracen hasn't given us an answer just yet. He's still saying it's inconceivable. So which one is it, Saracen?
No, you're mixing two things, bro. You're being dishonest, bro. You're being dishonest. You're mixing two things. Wait. You're mixing two things. By God powerful, not telling us in the Quran he cannot have a soul.
Mute your mic. Know your place. Mute your mic. Respect the stage, or you'll be out of here.
Avery, can I give my opinion?
Yeah, you'll be next, Giovanni.
Okay, thank you.
I wanted Saracen to complete his thought. Saracen, so I understand now about inconceivability.
Yes, my brother.
We're asking possibility.
Yes, sir.
Is it possible for Allah to have a son if he wanted?
Sir, I don't get into the possible, impossible with God. I just say what the Aqidah says. The Aqidah says is something that's inconceivable. That's my answer, sir.
So no answer then.
That is my answer. It's inconceivable. It's not. I don't say it's possible, impossible. That's not something
I'll deal with you this way. When you say inconceivable, what does that mean? What does inconceivable mean?
It means that it does not befit God.
That's not what inconceivable means.
This in the Sunni Aqidah, that's what it means.
No, it does not. Can you show me that?
Yeah. So if you do you know? Have you read Ashari Aqidah? Have you read Maturidi Aqidah?
Yeah. Whatever. My brother. Whatever Aqidah you follow, show me from Aqidah that inconceivable means not befitting.
Okay, so for me, I need to have a book called the Sanusi Creed. I don't know if you can Google it up and have a look right now and see if you can find it, but that's going to take a long time.
I'll let you share your screen. I'm not doing it.
I can't. I'm on my phone, my friend.
Okay, so what do you want? I'll help you out. What do you want me to put in and help? And so we
Sanusi Creed. Put the Sanusi Creed in. Senusi. Senusi. Sanusi Creed.
So Senusi Creed.
Yes, sir.
All right. So going to just show my screen here. So we should be able to find where it says that that inconceivable means not befitting. All right. So this is what I have here. This is what I'm finding. So I'm gonna click on
just type in. In fact, just type in inconceivable, if not befitting of God, Islamic Aqidah or creed.
Okay.
Just make it easy for you.
So inconceivable. Oops.
Inconceivable creed, Muslim creed. Inconceivable in Muslim creed. And then you can type in Yeah, Muslim Creed or Aqidah, AQUIDA.
Nothing's
Or
really.
AKIDA.
Want to try this one? But you don't follow Maliki, do you?
The Maliki is a madhab, my brother. So madhab is Hanafi, Maliki, Shafi, Hanbali.
Right.
So that's Aqidah. Aqidah is different. So that's basically for Christians who ask these sort of questions in the Middle Ages. The
Yeah.
Muslims had to have a creed. So you have the Maturidi creed, you have the Imam Tahawi's creed, which he was
you don't have to do
Hanafi.
that. It's okay. It's okay. So this says, well, it's going into how the modality of divine attributes is inconceivable, meaning it goes beyond your understanding.
Correct.
So it doesn't mean that that Allah's attributes are possible or impossible or not befitting him.
It means that I could go into this in detail, but I know you've got limited time and it's a bit too complex probably for the viewership as well. But when you learn Aqidah, this is something that you get taught. But there's a long thing that I have to go through, and I don't think for time and brevity, I think we'll just move on. Maybe ask someone else.
Okay, so
and that's me being respectful. That's me being respectful of the viewers.
There's no link to inconceivability and befitting.
You just saw. You did see inconceivable. So when you learn Aqidah, this is something that you learn, yeah?
Yeah, but we saw specifically what is inconceivable, the modality of Allah's attributes.
It's not just modality. I'm telling you, it's not just modality.
So this is what you'll have to do.
It's questions as well. So it's questions like you've just asked.
Okay, so saying something is inconceivable does not equal befitting or not befitting. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, for example, I asked you before, is Allah's all-powerfulness conceivable or inconceivable?
So Allah's powerfulness is Allah's powerfulness. We know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all powerful, but what do we mean by all power? All powerfulness. Where you then we get then we get into the terms of language.
No. It's simple. Yeah. It's so. I promise you guys. I mean, I'm helping you. I'm helping all of you. All of my questions are not hard. They're straightforward, bro. You don't have to do all of this. Is it conceivable?
But this is a complex thing.
Is it inconceivable?
But here's the thing, Avery. When we talk about God, it's not maybe with the simple believers that you find on TikTok, you can play them games. With me, you can't, bro, because I'm a bit more studied than some of the other brothers. You understand?
You're a bit more studied, yet you can't give me an answer. You're more studied.
I'm giving you. I can give you an answer if you want a one-on-one. We can go through this.
I want a
3-4 hours if you want.
I want a straightforward answer. Is Allah?
I gave you my answer.
Simple. Is Allah's
okay?
Power
So if we want to go into it a bit more, what does Allah's power mean? What does Allah's attributes mean?
Is it conceivable or not?
What? Sorry, I missed your question. Allah's powerful. Allah is all powerful. I already gave you that answer.
All right. We lost one. All right, go ahead, Giovanni. Can Allah have a son if he wanted?
According to the Quran, again, this is my personal belief. He's far above that. He can't. Now maybe he can, but my personal belief is he can't.
So your personal belief is that it is impossible for Allah to have a son if he wanted?
Yes, because I don't even know what the question of a son is. What is the son?
All right, so we got two no's. We got two people who say, no, it is not possible for Allah to have a son if he wanted. Ibrahim says, yes, Allah is all-powerful. He could have a son if he wanted. Canaan?
I have a problem with the question.
Could Allah have a son if he wanted to?
I have a problem because, like, by definition, son is something that requires like female, male, or like offspring. You know, by definition, it's something that requires something. So I have a problem with the question phrased this way.
Well, if you have a problem with the question, you should be able to answer it in the negative or positive. Can Allah have a son?
Then the question doesn't really make sense. Whatever the answer I gave, that's my point.
It does make sense. Look, even Qasim's shaking his head, bro. Oh man.
Bro, can I come in or not? I'm just suspended. Or what's going on here? Huh? Can I come in or I'm just suspended, man? Come.
You're not suspended. I'm just trying to get everybody's,
Okay.
Say,
No, but listen, bro. I think you're a funny guy, man, and I think you're a cool guy. But listen, your question is dishonest, bro. I'm gonna be straightforward with you, man.
How's it dishonest?
I tell you why. Because first of all, you put word in my mouth. He said, Qasim, he said completely, God is not. It cannot have a son. Listen, when God is powerful. Yeah, let me finish, bro. Let me finish. God is powerful, right? Okay. He will do everything he fit his majesty. Okay. But I give you the answer from the Quran. What is the Quran tell us? It's the word of God to us, the Muslim. And it's, as I said to you, Surah 112 is clear as a day, bro. If you struggle with it, but you coming from the Christian background in a way is Jesus is the Son of God. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I never brought up Jesus not one time.
No, but come on, we know you believe in Jesus, the God of God, Son of God.
This has nothing to do with Christianity.
Is Jesus Son of God?
This has nothing to do with Christianity.
All right. Is Jewish people believe God is God's son?
This has nothing to do with my beliefs.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Bro, come on. I'm just asking you a straight question.
I know, and I've asked a straight question, and you've been veering off to Christianity. This is
no, but that's why you're coming from, though. You come from the narrative.
I'm coming from an internal critique of Islam. I'm not even. it has nothing to do with what I believe about Christianity. I'm simply. This is my argument right here.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm saying that Allah is not God. Why? Because God, by definition, let me show you. Let me just tell you where I'm coming from. Okay. God is all powerful. Period. He's all powerful. We all agree. So if something is not all powerful, then it's not God.
Absolutely.
Right? So if Allah is not all powerful or is dependent on something else outside of himself for anything, he's not all powerful, therefore he's not God.
Yeah.
So with this argument, this question,
if God I missed that bit. If God depended on anybody else, he won't be God, was it?
If God is dependent on anything outside of himself, then he's not God.
Is Jesus dependent on his Father?
The Father's not outside of himself.
No. Did Jesus depend on his Father?
Did you just hear that? I'll answer your question.
Come on. You're not consistent, though.
You're interrupting me.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
But let this be the last time you run to Christianity. I'll answer your question again.
No, but it does make sense. Though. There's Jesus.
Your question again.
Okay.
Jesus and the Father share the same divine essence. They share the same nature. So when Jesus is supported by the Father, or the Father is supported by Jesus, they're not going outside of themselves. They have the same essence.
Yeah.
Okay. God is multi-personal in Christianity. So
I believe so. You believe so.
Yes. So they're not outside of their own nature or their own self, right? However, Allah is not three persons. He's only one.
Why the Father called him the Son? Why he didn't call him the daughter?
Why are you back on Christianity? You see it again? So you can't help yourself.
Okay, now I forgot. Sorry. All right. Sorry.
I know it's instinct. It's instinct for you. So here it is. Here it is, man. So is Allah all powerful? Obviously, you guys say yes. So this is why the question is here. If he cannot have a son, then he's not all powerful. Qasim. Now, Ibrahim says Allah is all powerful, and so he can have a son. You're saying he can't. So he's not all powerful.
So does he need to have a son?
Nope.
Good. So does that if he chooses to not have a son, does that make him not God?
No.
Here we go. Yeah, that's the answer.
All right. So because that's not the question. I'm not asking does he need to have a son, Qasim? I'm asking can he? Can he? I'm talking about ability.
Let me answer you again, okay? God, again, I'm gonna answer it very, very to make it just easy for you, bro. God, he will do an action what if it's his majesty. But can God have a son? Of course he can. He's powerful, right? He can. Okay. Yeah, of course he's powerful. But God, that will go against his majesty, against what God is in Islam. You get what I'm saying? So for me saying he cannot, by definition, you say, well, that's not God, right?
Correct.
Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Correct. But you need to understand that. Sorry, what's your name again, bro?
Avery.
Yeah, Avery. Yeah, Avery. Is that Avery coming from the Abraham? You remember Abraham from another level?
Yes. No, it doesn't.
All right. Okay. Avery, right? you come in. I'm gonna say it again, and I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try to be like divert or something. You coming from a Christian, in a way, is God need to have a son and fit that thing. From a Muslim, over from Jewish, right? From Jewish believing on God. Correct me if I'm wrong, right?
What does that have to do with how you're answering?
What I'm saying to you, the formula is God has to have a son, otherwise God won't be powerful.
No, I didn't say that.
Right, that's very much what you're saying, bro.
No,
to us, I said.
Let me give it to you again, okay?
To be fair, you didn't say that yet.
Thank you. So I'm not. This is what I'm saying, Qasim. If God cannot have a son, if it's impossible for him to have a son, then he's not all powerful. That's what I'm saying. Not that he needs to have a son. I'm not saying he needs to. He can go on without a son because that's his choice. Fine. That doesn't have anything to do with his ability. If it's impossible for him to have a son, then you have a problem. He's not all powerful. Okay. So if he has the ability to have a son, he just chooses not to, then cool.
Right. Do you believe Allah is a God?
I don't believe that Allah is God. No.
Why?
Because what you said earlier, he can't have a son.
No. Here we go again. That's so you go back to my point again. So I was right, because God in Islam he choose to not have a son.
No, you're listening again.
You give me an answer, Avi. Why you not believing God?
I didn't say Allah's not God because he didn't have a son.
All right. Do you believe Allah's a false God?
I'm saying that Allah's not God because he cannot have a son, according to you. You understand the difference? I'm not. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Giovanni, Ibrahim, Canaan.
Giovanni will help you out.
So what was that? What was that, Avery?
Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah. The logic is
your question is quite simple. Not that we necessarily have to agree with it, but your question is simple.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, for me, it's straightforward, really. I mean, like, if it comes down to capability, okay, Allah is capable of anything. Now, we clearly know that he did not have a son. He clarified that. Right. If it comes down to capability, I'm not questioning his capability, but he will do it by assignation. He could assign one of his creations and call him son if he wanted to. Right. He's capable enough, but he clearly said that he didn't have.
Got it. All right, so it looks like we're in a new place now. So, Qasim, do you agree with the other brothers here that Allah is capable to have a son if he wanted to? Do you agree with that?
I answer that question, bro. You're not listening, are you? You're not be listening to me, bro.
Help me. Sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, okay. I said to you, okay, I was first answer I give to you, bro. It was from the Quran, 112, Surah 112. Surah the sincerity, Surah Al-Ikhlas in Arabic. Okay, if you read it, when open-minded, no biased, you give you the answer there, right? But if you ask me, is God powerful? He can do anything? Yes, he can. But if it is majesty, okay, so God can do anything, because if God cannot do anything, all right, if it is majesty, I need to be clear here and specific. It won't be God. Correct me if I'm wrong, right?
All right. Wait, so just so I understand,
that's why Muslim don't believe Jesus is a God.
Just to understand, you're saying that Allah can only do things that befit his majesty. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. Otherwise, it'd be contradiction, bro.
Interesting. So does everyone agree that Allah is only capable of doing things that befit his majesty?
No, I disagree. I will say that Allah will only do things. Will only do things. Not can only do things. It will only.
You know what I mean? But listen, English is not my first language. You know what I'm coming from, bro.
I do understand what you mean, brother, but it's very important to choose the right words, because otherwise what they're gonna do is take them out of context.
I got you, bro.
So do you agree with him? So I'll ask you, Qasim, can Allah do something even if it doesn't befit his majesty? Can he still do that thing?
Allah.
I know your answer, Ibrahim. I know. You were clear, Ibrahim. This is for Qasim. Okay. You were clear, Ibrahim. Qasim, right. Can Allah do something that doesn't befit his majesty? Could he do it?
Listen, with you, bro, you're a learner, okay? No, but you use a lot of ifs and buts, bro. You're a mischievous, mate. I'm telling you. You know,
Logic, baby.
yeah. You're an intelligent lad, but you're mischievous. I tell you what, come on, you got to be sincere, bro. You got to be sincere. I told you, I spoke to you, okay, with sincerity, with sincerity, right? I told you what God can do, what He can do with in His majesty, bro. I cannot go beyond that. But I said to you, you're a learner. Come on, you got to be sincere, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So it seems so Ibrahim made it clear, like, look, he will only do what befits his majesty. Okay, but that doesn't mean that he's limited to only what befits his majesty.
I never said that.
That is what you said.
No, bro. Listen, bro. Don't put words in my mouth, bro. Come on. No.
Right, so let's be clear again. I'll ask you
I tell you, give you an example. Let me give you an example.
Here's the question. It's super simple. Can Allah do something that does not befit His Majesty, Qasim? Can He do it?
Like what, having a son?
Like having a son.
No, he cannot, because God told us clearly he cannot have a son. Yeah.
All right, you see? Wait. He says he cannot have a son?
Yeah, in the Quran.
Can I get on this?
Sure.
Please do, yeah.
I mean, we're only speaking the truth. According to the Quran, all it does say is that it's not befit His Majesty. It doesn't necessarily say that He can or can't, although we have our personal beliefs, but it says it does not befit. So that's
what I was saying to the brother all the time. It was not having it, was it? Let me read that to you, Avi. Can I read that quickly?
Go ahead.
Yeah, in English, right? It's saying here, right? 1 second. Let me say it to you, bro. Wait. Yeah. Say Allah, He's the one. So He's not three. Right? And it say here, basically, He does not give birth. Yeah. And Allah, there is none like Allah. So whatever you continue, whatever you think about is not Allah. It's nothing like Allah. That's God telling us that, bro. So when people come in, God have a daughter, He has a roommate, He has a son. That's not God to me, bro. So if you're using a lot of ifs and buts, I keep laughing, man. I don't know how to answer.
Don't laugh at me. Laugh at Allah. Allah does that. Allah uses a lot of ifs and buts.
No, I'm saying to you, bro. You see, if God, no, I'm just be clear and straightforward, right?
That's what Allah does. He does it in the Quran all the time. Where do you think I'm getting this question from? Allah does this in the Quran. He puts a lot of if and buts in the Quran regarding this subject. If Allah would have a son, or if He would do this, He does this all the time. This comes from the Quran.
Listen, bro. Right? Again, I'm not being like cheeky or anything. All right. The issue with you, bro, you don't read Arabic, are you?
What does that got to do with anything?
Do you speak Arabic?
What does that have to do with anything?
No, because the Quran mainly. Look, this in my hand right now. That's a translation, right?
What does that have to do with anything, bro?
No, because that's what I'm saying to you. If you read, Quran is in Arabic.
It's getting nowhere here.
All right. So
can I put in my 2 cents in there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, man. All the talking. Somebody else can talk here.
Yeah. So for me, my thoughts on this is Allah stressed so much in the Quran that He cannot have a son, but then the Christians still
He cannot or does not
have a son.
All right. So He can have a son. He doesn't have a son.
He doesn't have a son but you still don't understand it. So then He's trying to come down to your level of understanding.
Mm-hmm.
How can He have a son when He doesn't have a mate?
Boom!
How can He have a son if He doesn't have a mate?
So what does He need, according to that verse? What does Allah need in order to have a son?
Also, in the Quran, Allah is Ghani. Allah doesn't need anything. So
then how could He have a son when He doesn't have a wife?
Because somebody else would have to carry the baby. Who would carry the baby for him? Exactly. Like if you have a son, you're not carrying it.
You're hitting it right on the point. So according to the verse, what does Allah need in order to have a son?
Okay, so wouldn't that make Allah weak then?
I wouldn't interpret the verse like that.
Can I go ahead and answer? I mean, because on that verse, there's no wording of him saying that he needs a partner to have a son, right? What he's saying, yeah, Allah is, I mean, historically, there were claims that Allah had a son, right? You know, what Allah is emphasizing there is that having a son's attributes that he made for creation. Okay, so basically, what he's telling you is that associate having a son to creations that need partners to have a son. He is the creator. He's not creation. So the attribute of having a son is an attribute that he made for creation. He's not a breeder. He's just letting you know he's not a breeder. Then to further answer this question, we can go to Surah 3, verse 59. Okay, in Surah 3, verse 59, you can see Allah saying, "Surely in the sight of Allah, the stimulate of the creation of Jesus is as the creation of Adam, whom he created out of dust, and then said, be, and he was." What is he emphasizing there? He's emphasizing that I am the creator that created the breeders. So when you're talking about breeding, about having a son, associate that to creation. Don't associate that to Allah, which is way above that. He's not telling you that he needs a partner, but he's telling you that that is something that created for creation and with the pattern of needing a partner to create that creation. But him, like to reproduce themselves, but him, he created out of nothing before, and he can do it again like he did with Jesus. He doesn't need a partner. So when you're talking about having a son, yeah, and he said that because historically people associated him with having a son. So he clarified that with that verse. In no way he said that he needs a partner to have a son, but he clarified that when you're talking about having a son, associate that to creation, not to the creator.
All right, question. If I say, how can I drive the car when I don't have the keys? What, according to that, what's the condition for me to be able to drive the car, according to that sentence?
You know Allah, you agree. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna compare your logic or your capabilities to Allah's capabilities.
Well, this isn't me doing this. This is what Allah's doing. Allah is
no, that's what you're doing. You and the car. That's your business with the car.
You know? Didn't I listen to you? I listened to you. I let you cook. Now it's my turn.
Yeah, you've been great, man. You've been great, man.
So, according to the sentence, I'm not the one who's putting our comparison with Allah's attributes. Allah is doing that. He's the one who says, how can Allah have a son when he has no wife? That's what Allah says, not me. This isn't humanity putting this to Allah. That's him relating himself to us in that way. So again, I'll ask the question.
Get the verse out, bro. Get the verse out in Arabic. Get the verse out in Arabic.
The thing is, I believe that you are very intelligent.
If I say, how can I drive the car when I don't have the keys? What is the condition for me to drive?
I know you're going to say is the key, isn't it? That's what you're going to say.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let y'all answer.
That's why you lead into, bro.
I'm going to let y'all answer. What's the answer?
Okay, Aubrey. Okay, so now, if I'm a manufacturer of a car, yeah? Okay? And I create a car. No, listen to me. I'm gonna use your own logic. I create a car. No, listen. I'm gonna use your own logic. You call yourself Godlogic. I wanna use your own logic there.
My question and then use my own logic.
No. Listen. I'm gonna use your own logic. Yeah. If I'm a manufacturer of a car, right? And I tell you, how can I drive a car without if I don't have a key? Yeah. Now we have cars that we can start remotely, and there's millions of ways of starting a car. You know, but that, like, basically what you're trying to argument, that doesn't make any sense.
So I'll ask it again. If I say, how can I drive the car when I do not have the keys? What is the condition that I am telling you I need to drive the car?
That's if you say, but if Toyota says it's a different thing.
Are you able to answer the question?
I'm answering your question. If Toyota says it's a different thing because they're manufacturers, they're the creators, they can create cars that you don't need keys to start.
Please, Abraham, it's super simple. Even Qasim got it. What is the
Do you want
condition
me to answer? Do you want me to answer? I don't want to talk all the time, bro, over the land. Do you want me to answer?
Hello. I think
Yeah, go ahead.
Abraham has a point. If you could only listen, and let him land, let him make his point, maybe you will understand. And if he doesn't have a point, then you will understand that he doesn't have a point. But let him land. Let him land.
You sound like you're underwater. We can't hear you. I guess
Okay, sorry, the connection is a little bit.
So, Ibrahim, please, what's the condition for me to drive the car? Everybody in the comment section gets it. Kasim gets it. Please just answer the question straightforwardly.
Okay, can you ask the question again? If you tell me that, like, just so I can answer.
I say, how can I drive the car when I do not have the keys? What's the condition for me to drive the car?
For you, Aubrey, to have the key, I believe.
All right. So based on the structure of that sentence, I'm saying I need keys to drive the car, correct?
Yes.
All right. Let me give you another one. If I say, how can I plant this tree when I have no land? What do I need, according to that sentence, to plant the tree?
You need a land?
I need land. Very good.
Yeah. Okay.
Now here's the third one. If I say, how can I have a son when I have no wife?
Yeah, but that you
wait.
No, hold on. Let him finish. Let him finish.
According to the sentence, what do I need in order to have a son?
A wife.
Beautiful.
Okay,
so
now.
According to the sentence, Allah needs a wife in order to have a son.
No. Hold on. Listen.
Go ahead.
For example, you said if you want to plant a tree but you don't have a land, that's because you need a land, right? And with you, I can agree because I know you are not the creator of lands. Okay, you're not the creator of fruits. You're not the creator of seeds. But if what's telling me that is the creator of lands, the creator of seeds, the creator of roots, it's a totally different context. Your analogy is not valid there. We're talking about the creator. You are creation. You are limited. I know you're not all capable. So that's why you are limited. So when you saying that on your person, basically on your person, I agree totally. But we're not talking about you. We're talking about Allah. I already told you that He's all capable. Okay. So, now He just making you understand something, and He's telling you that you basing it on yourself. He's telling you what you're doing right now. Actually, basing it on yourself. Don't base yourself to compare yourself to me.
So why does Allah do it? No. Why does Allah do it? Because this isn't humans. This isn't the disbeliever.
Perhaps,
this is what you guys are not getting. This is what you're not getting.
I would say that
it's a rhetorical question.
Let me land this for him, and then I think it was you, Sadi. Bro, this isn't human beings saying, "How can God have a son when He doesn't have a wife?" This isn't human beings assuming that. This is Allah in the Quran saying it, bro. Not us, not the disbeliever. Allah Himself puts it. Look, Allah Himself puts it on Himself. He says, "How can Allah speaking? How can Allah have a son when He doesn't have a wife?" Allah is doing that.
Exactly, but yes, but then He goes further and He tells you how He creates without a wife because He's the creator. He goes further. You cannot remove that out of the equation. He already told you because He goes further, and the person that they claim to be His son, He already told you, sorely in the sight of Allah, the stimulus of the creation of Jesus is as the creation of Adam. He created out of that and then said, "Be," and He.
I don't know why you guys keep bringing up Jesus. This has nothing to do with Jesus.
No, because historically, when Allah brought these verses, Allah brought some of these verses because historically humans tried to claim that He had a son, and he's clarifying that. So that's why the human
nice.
that we know that.
If you keep bringing up Jesus, the Christians historically never believed that God had to have sex with someone in order to sire Jesus. No one believed that. So why is Allah then addressing this idea that how can he have a son when he doesn't have a wife, as if he needs sexual intercourse
to emphasize that
it wasn't because of sexual intercourse, it was because of the level of association. Okay.
Also, Avery, what I wanted to say is, I'm just gonna say this one thing, I'm gonna let you go, bro. Also, it's trying to emphasize that Allah is by himself. There's no one up there with him. So you just zeroing into him saying, how can I have a wife? How can I have a son without a wife? And you skipping that. He's saying that there's nobody else with him. He's by himself.
Right. Okay, got you. Beautiful point. He's making it clear that he's by himself. He has no partner. Right?
Yes.
So he's making it clear that there's no one with him, which is why he's not able to have a son, right, Sadi?
No, he's not able.
Wait. Abraham, let me go back with Sadi real quick, because he made this beautiful point. Allah is all by himself. That's the entire point of this. He's the creator and originator of all things.
Yes.
He has no partner.
Right.
Therefore, he can't have a son.
Right. But also he said, listen, Avery, listen. Also he said, if he wanted to have sons, he would pick from his creation. You pulled that up before.
Yes, correct. Chapter 39, verse 4. But now, how will he be able to do that?
By saying be, kun fayakun.
Nope. This verse says he would need a wife. He could choose a wife and he can have a son.
No, what this verse is saying is leave the breeding and the having a son for the creation. The breeders, don't bring that to Allah. That's what this verse is saying. Basically, you are very intelligent, man, but you're using your intelligence to try to mix up something. You put in extra effort, to make sure you don't believe something that you know. You clearly know what this verse is saying, but you're using your intelligence to put extra effort to make sure you give it a different meaning. Like you actually put in effort.
Who's the speaker here, Ibrahim? Because
it seems
Ibrahim. Ibrahim, no, I know. I'm talking to you. Like I'm talking about the Quran verse, because it seems like you keep trying to say humans are putting Allah in this light of humanity. Who's the speaker here? Is it humans or is it Allah?
No. But the thing is, okay. Understand one thing, yeah.
Allah. Can I interject, please?
Allah is telling humans what they have to associate to having a son. Okay?
Wait. Is Allah talking about what humans have to associate in order to have a son, or is he talking about
to having a son? Allah is telling humans what they have to associate to having a son.
Okay,
he's telling humans leave having a son to creation.
Okay, show me in the verse where okay, good. Show me in the verse where Allah is addressing humans on what they can or cannot do. That's what I want to see. Where in the verse does Allah associate?
It's not about the verse. Like the thing is, when we because when we're talking about something, we don't focus just on the verse. We focus on the context of what Allah does. Because what I'm gonna bring is when He described the creation. So he's telling you, because we clearly know that there was one person that historically was being associated with being God's son. And then he clarified something.
There's others as well.
Surah 3, verse 59, which I read to you twice already. Sorely in the sight of Allah.
Ibrahim, you're not dealing with the dude. For some reason, when I ask you a direct question, you're choosing not to deal with it.
No. For some reason, when I'm giving you the right answer, I'm giving you the answer you don't want to hear it, because you don't. I'm giving you the right answer.
I want the answer to my question. That's what I want to hear. What I want to hear, and I'm begging for, is the answer to my actual question. It's
your question.
In the verse, is Allah talking about what humans can do, or is He talking about what He can do?
Just pull the verse out, bro. Just get the verse out. Can you get in Arabic as well, please? Thank you.
By the way, everybody hit that
We
like
don't
button.
do translation, bro. We need the original language.
Hold on, I
Yeah,
got
but
you.
even without the translation, it's
Hey,
very
hold on.
clear.
Let me address the audience. Everybody, if you guys are loving these conversations, if you guys are enjoying our guests, go ahead and hit that like button, man. Go ahead and support. You guys think the Muslims are holding it down and they're explaining things well. Go ahead.
Yeah, I love seeing the chef being cooked, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right, guys. Here it is. Has the Arabic on top and the English on the bottom. Says the originator of the heavens and the earth. How can he have a child when there is for him no consort? When he created all things and is aware of all things.
Thank you. When he created all things.
So is Allah talking about himself and his ability, or is he talking about humans' ability?
Ivory, can you pull up the verse just before this one?
No. Basically, it's talking about two things here. When you read the full, when you read the full ayat, it's talking about two things here, right? He's saying how can he have a child when there's for him no consort, right? When he created all things and is aware of all things. So he's still emphasizing how he's the creator. He created all things. Listen, having a child is for him is like
he's emphasizing how all of creation is not his children, correct?
What's that?
The point of this is that he's the creator, not the father, right? He has no sons. He's just the creator, correct?
Basically, is emphasizing that level of association of the creation to the creator. Remove it. I'm the creation.
No, wait. Where does he associate creation with the creator? He doesn't do that here. All he's talking about,
brother. Can I just answer that question, bro?
Yeah, somebody answer. He's not.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Go ahead. Whoever wants to jump in.
Can you pull up the verse just before that?
Sure.
Yeah, brother. Just let me answer that question.
Yeah, go ahead. Somebody answer it, please. Is Allah talking about?
All right, he's saying here, right? Let me read it in Arabic, right? And I translate as much as I can in English, right? Here we say, بديع السماوات والأرض أن يكون له ولد ولم تكن صاحبته. The way he's saying it, basically, he addressing here pretty much the Christian and Jews in the way is he's he's creator of the heaven and the earth. How do you accuse God of having a walad? Because we know the Jews said, Ezra had a son, and the Christians say Jesus have a son. Okay, and he said he's badi' as-samawati wal ard. He's the creator of the heaven and the earth. And how can he say he can have a son? That's what he basically saying in Arabic, bro.
Let me help you out. Can you pull up just the verse before that?
بديع السماوات أن يكون له ولد ولم تكن صاحبة. Or you have a roommate or girlfriend.
All right, here's the verse before that. Yet they ascribe as partners unto him the jinn, although he did create them, and impute falsely without knowledge sons and daughters unto him. Glorified be he, and high exalted above that they ascribe. Then it continues, the originator of the heavens and the earth. How can he have a child when there is for him no consort? When he created all things and is aware of all things.
Yeah. And one interesting thing about when you read, one interesting thing that when you read about all of this, yeah, Allah also took care of people like you, really, in this verse, yeah, because among this phrase that you emphasizing on, at all moments, Allah is reminding you of Him being the creator, of Him being the all-powerful. You know, so that's a very good way of taking care of people like you that might try to like misconstrue His words or take them out of context.
So then, literally, you have a contradiction, Ibrahim, within the same verse, because within the same verse you have Allah, who's not all powerful.
So Allah is cooking. Allah is cooking according to Ibrahim. Right?
Allah is cooking.
He's cooking. He's cooking.
Yeah, and Abri is threatening now to remove that chef factor now. You're a little hot, right?
Listen. So according to your own verse, if we're going with your logic, Allah contradicts himself. Because if he's saying that he's all powerful, he also says that he can't do something without help.
He didn't say that. Where is he asking for help?
How can Allah have a son when he has no wife?
Yeah, basically, it's association having a son with having a wife, something that creates.
How can he do it? How can he have a son when he has no wife?
Listen, it's just association that to creation. That's all.
All right. So he has no answer for that. He's just going to repeat that. No worries. So does anybody else have an answer? Why is Allah saying that he can't do something and needs help to do it?
It's a rhetorical question.
Can you hear me, Avery?
Yes, you can hear you.
No, you sound underwater, bro. You sound like you need.
But yeah, your audio is bad. Yeah. Can you hear me?
You can't hear me?
No, bro. You need to go fix your mic. All right.
Okay.
Avery, before I move on, bro, because I got to go soon, all right? Did you hear my answer, or you just blanked my answer, bro?
What was your answer?
Oh, so you didn't hear it?
I forgot it probably.
Right. I did read to you the verse in Arabic. Right?
So what was your answer?
Well, you have to pull the verse again, bro, and I read it to you, and I'm going to translate as much as I can.
No, you already did that. You already did that. So what was your answer?
The answer is God saying basically, right? The creator of the heaven and the earth, all right? That's what he's saying, basically. Because look, what he's saying is basically, if you read, I think, Surah Al-Baqarah, right? The Jews accuse God have a son as well, with Isra. And the Christians saying they have a son, which is Jesus, son of Mary. Are you with me, bro? Okay. Well, he's saying he's the creator of the heaven of the earth. He basically he can create it without having a roommate or a girlfriend or anything else.
What about a son? Not creation, a son.
Bro. Listen, bro. It's, as I said to you, you're an intelligent guy, but I don't think you're sincere, man.
Yeah, I think you guys are intelligent as well. I just don't think you're sincere.
No, when you bring in the whole song, something is actually funny, really. It's actually funny at this point. You know, you clearly know what you guys say.
You guys
are putting the extra effort to.
You guys are creations of Allah, right?
Can I say something, please?
No, hold on. Are you guys creations of Allah? Yes or no?
Well, the servant of Allah. Yeah.
Are you His creation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you His sons?
No, with a servant.
So there's a difference. You can be creation and not be Allah's sons. So yes, He's creator of all things. He's just not the father. There's no sons.
Exactly. Yeah, Albi. But you already brought up the verse.
Can I say something?
Yeah, I'll let you finish.
Who's asking? Is that Canaan?
Yes.
All right. After I say this, it's you, Canaan. You can speak next. So you guys bringing up this? Oh, Allah's the creator of all things. He can just create whenever He wants. Say be and it is, and it's creation. Is not dealing with the point of Allah having a son, though. Yes, He has creation. Can He have a son? A son. Okay. And the answer Allah has here is He's the creator of all things. He has no wife. He's not a father. How can He have a son when He has no wife? He can't do it.
Okay, so talking about that again,
yeah. I clearly said Canaan was speaking after me.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, Canaan.
Thank you. So you pulled up the verse before that earlier, right?
Yeah.
So my answer to you is that it's a rhetorical question. So in the verse before, they're talking about like people who associate Allah with something else and I'm quoting here, falsely attribute Him sons and daughters, right? And the next verse, he's saying, yeah, as you said, how could he have offsprings when he has no mates? So I understand it as a rhetorical question. The same way I was to give you another analogy. Let's say, for example, I say, how can I enter the Oval Office if I'm not the president? You know, does it mean that you need to be the president of United States to enter the Oval Office?
Yes, according to your sentence.
No, not necessarily.
Well, then
there is other ways which are obviously more difficult.
Then you would just be wrong. Then you would just have a misunderstanding.
That's not the point of the argument, though.
It is.
The point is, can I? So because your logic is, because of this phrase, there is a need for Allah to have a mate, to get offsprings. And the analogy I'm giving you that even constructing a phrase in that sense doesn't necessarily imply needs. That's my
okay. So can you give me an example where the structure of that sentence doesn't imply need? Give me an example
of that particular sentence, or you mean another analogy?
No, yeah, yeah. That, I mean, you said the structure of the sentence saying how can this if this or if not this, right? You're saying that type of structure of a question or sentence does not necessitate need. Doesn't mean that there's a need necessarily. So I'm asking, can you give me an example of that type of form of a question, right? Where there's not a need.
Let's take the analogy I just took. Like, let's say, how can I enter the Oval Office? I'm not president.
Yeah, like, that means that you need to be president to enter the Oval House, according to your sentence.
Yes, but for example, like people who work with president can enter. I can, if I'm strong enough, for example, force my way in. Stuff like that. So the need for the president is not there.
So that means that you yourself are misunderstanding what you need to do in order to get into the Oval Office. So just because you're misunderstanding what you need to get into the Oval Office or what you can do, doesn't mean that your structure of the sentence doesn't require a need. Just because there's other possibilities for you to do it, and you maybe don't know about these possibilities, doesn't take away from your sentence what you say you need to get into the Oval Office.
I agree. But all that bearing in mind, all that taken into the context, taking into account the verse that came before, that's why I'm saying it's a rhetorical question. So that's it's like poetically speaking, so to say, a way to emphasize the fact that he doesn't have a son. So it's something that should be taken figuratively.
It's emphasizing the fact that he doesn't have the son. One of the evidences is because he doesn't have a mate. That's an evidence.
Figuratively speaking, yes. Figuratively speaking, yes.
It's not figuratively speaking. So does he figuratively not have a mate, or does he figuratively, like, what? Is it figurative or literally?
Yes, the angles you're taking it to are just like funny, really. I mean, you know why I love about your question.
Let him answer the question, please. Does Allah figuratively not have a mate, or does he literally not have a mate?
You're not listening.
We're talking about this verse in particular, right? And the general answer is yes, it doesn't have a mate. But in this,
so it's literal.
We are arguing. But wait, we are arguing this verse in particular, right? And my argument is this verse in particular is to be taken figuratively as an answer for whatever is stated in the verse before.
So like, I heard you. That's what I'm asking. So his answer, you're saying that his answer or his response to the accusation that he has children is a figurative response. How can he have children when he doesn't have a mate? You're saying that that's a figurative response. So I'm asking you, does he figuratively not have a mate, or does he literally actually not have a mate?
He literally does not have a mate.
Okay, so his response, I like Kasim's face. So his response is literal. He literally doesn't have a mate.
Because my answer of your question was not based on this verse. Was based on I guess someone pointed it earlier. I think Surah 39 verse 4 that it doesn't need. But that verse in particular is
let's change gears if you guys want. You guys want
to change? Listen, bro. Listen. Thanks for having me. I appreciate that. You're a top guy.